Welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about the new makeup releases for this week. So if you want to see what's new makeup, then just keep on watching. By the way, this look will be up tomorrow or next week, depending on when I upload this, probably tomorrow. This is like testing new makeup, so all of these products except for my foundation are new products to me, so I'm super excited about that. Let's jump right into this. Let's do this. We do have some new products by Westmal Atelier. This is the Sun Tone Hydrating Matte Bronzing Drops. We do have 4 different colors, and I do have to say, it's not my favorite product at all. I don't enjoy the bronzing drops thing. I mean, this is like, listen, a liquid bronzer. Like a double liquid bronzer. Like double the liquid. Like it's liquidy. Just saying. So I'm not hating it per se. We do have light tan, medium tan, dark tan, and rich deep tan, which could work again for a few different skin tones. I feel like this could work for me. I do have to say though, I do have other liquid bronzers I do enjoy, and Westmal Atelier is not cheap at all. These ones are $58, and I feel like if you love Westmal Atelier and you're a stan of the brand, I feel like this is perfect for you. But for me, where I'm like, listen, I do have like a few liquid bronzers, and normally the liquid bronzers are just a little bit too warm toned for me. This one is a skip because I'm pale. We talked about Odenseye last week, and we didn't have any like product itself for their new release, and now we do have. This is a collaboration with Morgan Turner, and she created eyeshadow palette as well as lip products. And if I'm not mistaken, we have 4 different glosses and then 1 more matte liquid lip. Just saying. These ones are like the blurring ones by Kaleidos, or the ones they had before, so it's not like a new formula, at least not as far as I know. I feel like the this is, by the way, the Love Language collection, and as you can tell, the eyeshadow palette is a combination of like colors as well as a few neutral shades. We do have pinks, we do have purples. I do enjoy the palette. For me personally, I do own these colors somehow, so for me this is a skip just because I do own them. I do think the lip products itself are really pretty. Again, a little bit too pink toned for me, except for Snuggles, which is more of an orange, which I absolutely love. Do I need that? No. Do I want it? Yes. So for me, this is a skip for my wallet. But again, I do think this is a really gorgeous collection. For me personally though, it's a skip. We do have shade extensions from Huda Beauty and their blushes. These ones are the Blush Filter Soft Glow Liquid Blushes, and we do have 3 new colors, 2 pinks and 1 more peachy pink. It's Sunset Lychee, and listen, I'm all for the Sunset Lychee shade. Just saying. I'm not a big pink fan, if you already know. I mean, that's not a surprise, I feel like, for any of you. But both of these shades do look pretty, don't get me wrong, the pink shades. We do have a lighter pink as well as a deeper pink, which you could do like blush scraping with these. Again, for me personally, I'm into the lychee shade. This is so cute. I mean, I'm thinking about what shades they had before, and I feel like the Sunset Lychee shade is definitely a little bit more corally peach, and there are some, like Latte, for example, is more of a brownish shade. And I feel like for me personally, this shade would be the one I would like select from every single shade they have. Because this one is the more me. Let's say it like this. They don't have like a straight up orange. They just have like this corally shade, and I'm up for that. So for me, really, and I do think I heard really great things about this formula, so in particular, so I'm definitely willing to try it. I'm up there. We also have the full reveal by Artitude Cosmetics. It's the Ink and Roses palette as well as the brush set. Again, we don't pick up the brush set. We do have enough brushes in my collection, but the palette is really cute. We do have like pink tones as well as green teal tones, which I do like. This one is one of those palettes where I'm like, ooh, that could be cute. Do I love the pinky movies? No. Is it great with teals? Yes. Like this is unique enough, and I feel like she did a great job with uniqueness in the last month, that we do get like really unique palette per se and unique color stories in the past, that I feel like this is amazing and I definitely want to try it. You know what I mean? So yes, could be great. What do you think? This one got me a little bit confused because it's a Valentine's Day Casper collection with Profusion. And I'm, okay, is it the Halloween Valentine's Day collection? I'm a little bit confused. This one is the Valentine with Casper and Hot Stuff collection with Profusion. This is available at Walmart. And we do have a Little Devil handheld mirror. We do have a blush duo, a highlighting balm. We do have the palette itself. We have a setting spray as well as an oil lip duo. And I'm like, who asked for that? Who asked for a collection with Casper the Ghost as well as Valentine's Day? I'm a little bit confused. Maybe you can like clear the air with that. I do have to say though, the palette is also not my favorite. I'm just saying. I think that would be the only product. I mean, again, Profusion is not as easy to find in Europe and in Germany as well. So I feel like even if it would be, I wouldn't pick this up. I'm having to tell you. First of all, the palette is like random. I feel like the palette is random. There are a ton of light shades, which probably is really nice. But I feel like it's like, why is there a light blue and a white teal, and then we don't have anything to support these colors? You know what I mean? So I'm nah. It's a nah. Who asked for that? I feel like this year is a year for like foundation balms. Essence is releasing like foundation sticks. Colourpop is releasing foundation sticks. This is the Pretty Fresh foundation balm. It's a lightweight blur second skin finish with light to medium coverage. It's 18 shades, as you could tell. I do have to say, this is intriguing. Not sure about the price tag though, but it's Colourpop, so I'm not expecting it to be like 25, 30-ish dollars. Probably around the 12 to 15 maybe. If it would be 18, I would like, me. You know what I mean? I definitely want to try the Essence first, because that one is broadly available for me in Europe and Germany, which, I mean, Essence is a German brand. But I feel like, again, this is not a bad product. It just like, I feel like I want to see if I do enjoy stick foundation. So far, I was not the biggest fan for stick foundations, so I'm a little bit like torn. Before I order from Colourpop, which is like customs and all the big things, you know what I mean? I'm trying the Essence ones. If I love that, maybe I pick this up as well. What do you think about this release? Juvias Place is giving us cream blushes. These ones are the Blush Cream Blush and Lip Tints. That's a name. We do have 8 shades. This is a soft, dewy finish. We have a lightweight blurred formula. It blends, of course, natural / glow, all the good things. Again, the 8 shades are really, really pretty. You have to say, I think then we do have more lighter nude shades, which I do like and prefer. Do not know how light these are. Listen, there is a limit to lightnessness. You know what I mean? You know, if they are too light, then we do have the same problem like Maybelline Mitchell's, where they don't show up. And I'm not that, like, I'm not the lightest person ever, but I'm also not really like deep, as you without a doubt can see. So for me to not show up like blushes is like a little bit of discerning, and normally you can like sheer out blushes if you just stipple it on your hand or whatever. So I'm not sure about the lighter shade. I would like pick up these. I do enjoy these kinds of a formula where you have like a pot and then go from there. I do enjoy this. What do you think? Should I try it? Morphe is giving us several new products. First, we will start with the Cloudlight Soft Glow Veils. These ones are finishing powders, and I feel like when I first saw these, I thought 100% these one would be like bronzers. And I'm happy that they're not, because then that would be like a little bit light, just saying. But I don't hate these, but I'm like, okay, do we need a finishing powder? So far, I did not. I had the one from Hourglass and I did enjoy that, but on the other hand, it also like made me more greasier, just saying. So for me, that is probably a skip. And then the other product by Morphe is the Wakeup Artist Under Eye Correcting Concealer. And we do have, let me see, do we have like an amount? Nope. This, you can definitely see there's a ton of colors here as well. We do have quite a few colors, and to be honest, even though I am not interested in eyeshadows by Morphe at all, because they're repetitive. They are like bigger palettes. Now they are doing also smaller palettes, but I feel like it's a little too late. And to be honest, I'm not interested in eyeshadows from them, but to be honest, they're like face products. They got me thinking. What do you think? Like, the correctors do look quite great. And I do like both of these releases. Again, I am not the biggest fan into like finishing powders. These look good, don't get me wrong, but I'm like, meh, you know, but the correctors, that could be cool. What do you think? Let's do some new shimmery blushes from Maybelline. I do have to say, I do enjoy the Maybelline matte one. I have it in Orange Spritz and I do like that a lot. Telling you that. This one is though the new Glokisser Cheek Blush and Highlighter. So it's a product that does both like a blush lighter but more highlighting colors, if you will. Like, you can see 3 colors. I'm not sure if there are more. I do have to say, these look really, really pretty. Will I purchase these? I'm not sure, to be honest. They do look pretty and I do like a nice like blushy highlighter, if you will. So the peachy one could be really nice to my Orange Spritz one, don't get me wrong. So I'm not sure about this. I did try to swatch the highlighters from Maybelline and I was not convinced to buy any of this. They were not bad, don't get me wrong, but it's also not like, ooh, I need to have it. So this one could be yes, depending on, again, how it looks in stores. Nomad is giving us another sneak peek, or a sneak peek of their newest eyeshadow palette. This is coming soon and it seemed to be like a water like palette or something like this. Normally Nomad is a travel brand, so they have like destinations for their palettes. So I'm like Atlantic, maybe like the oceans, definitely. I don't know, like as you can tell, this is more of a like a Poseidon's thing. Spear, is it a spear? I'm not sure, but the color itself is seemingly more of a gray tone. I'm excited about it. I do have 2 palettes by Nomad. I do like both of them and I feel like if the color story is right, I don't totally want to purchase it, but if the color story is not right, I don't, you know what I mean? So it's a little bit depending on what the color story itself is looking like. I'm not sure yet. Again, this is just a sneak peek, but we will find out and I'm hoping soon. We do have a reveal of the holiday collection by Unearthly Cosmetics. As you can tell, this is the palette itself, and I'm thinking this is from their Valentine's Day box, if I'm not mistaken. And this is the Thinking of You palette, I'm thinking. This is $28. I do like that they do like smaller palettes as well, so you don't have to like purchase the bigger ones, even though I do like the bigger ones, don't get me wrong. This one is, I would say, more of a subtle approach on Valentine's Day. This is yellow, orange. These are warm tones in general. This is a quite wearable palette itself, I would say. We do have like some duochromes in here as well, so you can definitely like pump it up a little bit. It's not too boring or something like this. For me personally though, I feel like this is not like speaking to me on a color level, if you know what I mean. I do love color. I do like colorful things. And I do have sometimes where it's like too colorful, it's not like coherent at all. This one though, I feel like is cute, but it's also not Valentine's Day, you know what I mean, or not enough. But then of course I tell you all the time that like pinks and purples or like the regular Valentine's Day, we should do something different. This is a more warm tone approach. I don't hate it. It's more of a wearable Valentine's approach. Again, don't hate it. Not my thing though. Listen, I should have seen that coming, to be honest. It is the 20th anniversary of Twilight and Glamlite is giving us a collection with the, I think it's the 3rd film. It's Breaking Dawn. It's part 1, which seemed to be that there's a Breaking part 2 as well. This is an eyeshadow palette. Listen, it's coming in March 2025 and there will be probably more product to the whole collection. There's a mirror where we do have like a switching picture. I'm not sure what I should think about this. This could be cute, this could be not. I don't know yet. If we have the whole collection, I definitely will talk about it more. I feel like it could be great, I feel like the Colourpop release with Twilight was a really great release. I'm thinking that they will release probably for the 3rd, 4th and 5th movie palettes as well, just saying. And again, it's the 20th anniversary of Twilight, so I was expecting something, but to be honest, Glamlite was surprising me. So not bad, but also not like something I totally up to. Also, listen, I'm a little bit grown out about the Twilight thing, to be honest. I loved it when it came out for 20 years ago. I mean, I was like 17. Well, I did not watch that. Was I? I feel like I was older. Maybe I was. 18? Could be. Could be. Listen, I don't hate it, but I'm also not like, oh my god, I need it, jump right in. So it's a maybe, depending on the product as well as on the palette itself. This one I was thinking about stick foundation, but it's not. It's a stick concealer. Yes, you heard that right. This is Tarte Cosmetics Shape Tape Blur Hydrating Concealer Stick. I'm a little bit torn. Just me. I do have to say, I do enjoy Tarte products, but the problem is with this, it's a stick concealer and I don't trust stick concealers. I do have to say that. This is $36. It comes with a brush though, which, listen, this is one of those like comb brushes where we had that in like 10 years ago, just saying. But I mean, at least it comes with a brush. Not sure how many shades we have. There seem to be a ton. I do have to say though, this is like a diamond shaped product. I do have to say, I do have to dry under eyes for this, I feel. And yes, it says it's hydrating, but I'm not like believing that, so I'm not sure about this. What do you think? Should I try it? Should I not? Okay, this one will be fun. We do have a new collaboration between Harry Potter, which I think is not 20 years. Is it more? I'm not sure. Listen, seem to have like a ton of products with. We will talk about another collab where I'm like, okay, is it like planned or is it just coincident? I think not. But we do have a collaboration between Cleo as well as Harry Potter also in March for this year. And there seem to be, listen, let me see. There seem to be an eyeshadow palette that seem to be quite neutral. We have also a Crystal Glam tint in a twinkle crystal with Birdie Bot's beans like thing, like a thing. I'm not making any sense. But you see, we do have a cushion foundation, which is the Lumos foundation in 2 different shades, which, just saying, with a special like sponge. And we do have, what do we have? Like, by the way, there is also like a imprint of wand in that. And we do have probably more. There seem to be also like a paper thing. I'm not sure. Listen, that is kind of interesting. I am excited to see what it is. I am probably not buying this. Listen, this is an Asian beauty brand. And if you know me, you know I do know some Asian beauty brands. And normally they are quite blunt. Let's say it like this. I feel like if you see Shilem, for example, which is also an Asian beauty brand, don't get me wrong, they incorporate color as well. I had a review of the Shilem as well as Harry Potter collection, which there is like this. There, you don't see it, it's behind my chair, but there is a collection with the Harry Potter, and I will link down the video where I talked about the whole collection, where we have like glitters, where we have an eyeshadow palette which was neutral, don't get me wrong, but it's the second round, so that was quite okay. So I'm thinking, especially if I see the palette in the part of the palette we will see, I feel like that is like just a brown palette and there will be no like colorful things in the palette. I feel like it's just like, oh, it's a Harry Potter collection for Asian, like the Asian market, but in general this is just another brown palette that just have a maybe special design or something like this. So I don't expect Cleo to have like a really colorful or fitting for Harry Potter. Harry Potter is a colorful world. I don't expect them to have that, and I don't expect to see that, to be honest, because I feel like what we get is just a blend brown palette, maybe a blush, maybe again the crystal tint, maybe something in that realm, but I don't think in general that this one will be colorful. I don't think this one will be like special in any means. And then I'm like, listen, if I can just order again from She Glam or any other palette that collaborates with Harry Potter, like Colourpop, for example, I feel like that is more up my speed than this one. So this one will be a skip. One collab I'm really excited about is Game Beauty, and they're releasing a collection with Street Fighter. I absolutely love Street Fighter. I did play Street Fighter on the Super Nintendo 64. I'm thinking that was the right one. When I was younger, I loved Street Fighter, and this one is a whole collection with it. We do have an eyeshadow palette, which, to be honest, it's not my favorite. Telling you that right away. There's a lot of empty space in this. The color story is also like quite random, to be honest. There are some lip colors. There are also some eyeshadows. These are the Chromatic Contender Chameleon Shadow set of 6. So you can purchase a whole set with that. There is a blush set and a highlighter set. And then we do have also like the palette again, like I said. I do think this is really, really cute. You can purchase different sets. I do think this is cute. I'm not sure if this is like separately available, to be honest. I would love that because again, I would like maybe purchase 1 or 2 items. I do love Chun-Li or Cam. Listen, I played Cammy all the time. I was a Cammy girl and I liked Chun-Li, but I am not like, I was a Cammy girl. Listen, I played just Cammy and I played against my brother. He was normally better, but with Cammy, I was sometimes. So you know what I mean? So yeah, I do love this. I am super excited about this. Definitely would pick some up. I was not expecting this. This is by Focallure, which I know I tried before. And I have to say, Focallure is one of those brands, Asian beauty brands, that do have pigmented eyeshadows. Just saying. There are a few, like Kaleidos, for example, of course, but again, Focallure is one of them. And I've tried a palette, which I found that this one was quite nice. These ones look really cute, and especially the pink, like the bluish pink, like the bluish purple one. That one, like the purple one. The purple one, not the purple one with the brown. The purple one. This is kind of cute. There are 5 different palettes. We do have, I'm not sure which this is. These are the Pearlescent Chameleon eyeshadow palettes. They are new. And again, we do have 5 different designs. And again, for me personally, the blue purple one, that one would be really, really gorgeous. There are 2, as you can see directly, like one is above, one is down on the bottom. And I feel like the one on the bottom would be cuter because we do have, I think, like a more coherent color story. The one up there has at least, is a little bit lighter, I feel like. Could be cute as well. Do think these are cute. Let's look at the new palette by Pastel Rose Cosmetics, and this one is the Sweetest Harmony palette, and there seem to be an all shimmer palette. So we do have 12 dazzling shimmer, holographic and duochrome shades. So this is a whole thing of like, again, you can see it. It's really, really pretty. Do have to say they do look really, really pretty, also like swatched and all. It's not for me, guys. And I do love, listen, I do have those shades probably. I do have like 5, 6 shadows for Lost Gods, whereas all shimmer, I love these. Don't get me wrong, but I don't need this as well. So for me, this is a skip, just because I do have them. But if you're a fan of Pastel Rose Cosmetics, this could be really, really cute. And again, it looks good. We do have a good selection of colors as well. So we do have like medium tones, lighter tones, as well as deeper tones. So you definitely can go with like a full-on look, or even like in addition to a smoky eye or more mid-tone. Again, like this one, just put one of those shades in there. This is a quite basic eye look, I would say, except of course the liner. But yeah, do you enjoy it? Not for me though. We do have a new palette by Blend Body Cosmetics. This one is the, let me see, what is the name of this one? The Beauty Below palette. This is 24 eyeshadow palettes. It's looking really nice. It is, as I'm not remember, if I am remember correctly, this is like the better, different, same-ish kind of palette like the Lure. I do have the Lure palette, and I do have to, like, it's the same-ish kind of idea. I think, if I'm not mistaken, she write down something about like the main idea was like shuffled around so many times that in the end it got the Lure, but she wanted to revamp or redo or bring in something from that idea, the basic idea, to do this one, if I'm not mistaken. This is way murkier, this is deeper tones, it's vibrant shades as well. We do have, again, more of a, as you can tell, of course, more of a dark vibe, but also colorful. Like, we do have a bright pink, we do have a periwinkle as well. For me personally, that's just me, I feel like this would be a great, listen, this would be a great addition to the Leo palette I have, and I feel like that would work quite good with this. I definitely would need to bring in a lighter shade for my inner corner, because these ones are not doing it for me. But I do enjoy that these colors are indeed a little bit more grungy and murkier. Personally, for me, I do love more of a brighter scheme, just saying. But in general, I don't hate it. I think this is a great selection. I do, again, think that this would be great with the Lure palette. I'm thinking about it. We do have two new palettes by Made by Mitchell. These ones are the Cupid Case Lip Palette and Lip Brush Set. We do have two different colorways, if you will. We have more of a neutral leaning colorway as well as more of a reddish colorway. We have muted nude shades as well as rose garden shades. I have to say, for me personally, of course, there would be the muted neutral shades. I do love my brights, but I'm like, listen, I'm that person that's like, listen, there are a lot of pinks in there. I'm probably not wear, just saying. I think the neutral one is definitely better. We do still have like more plummy movie shades in that case, which I think is kind of interesting because it doesn't look like it, but there is. I think this is good. Listen, I'm over like mixing my black color myself if I can't take it with me. You know what I mean? Then also I'm too lazy for that. I'm just too lazy for like mixing my color, like doing all the good things, if you will. So for me, this is a skip. Again, if YouTube would be my full-time job, I think I would maybe grab that, but then I would probably get rid of all the colors I do own. But because it's not, and because I do have to go out and work a regular job, I'm too lazy to bring something like this, to be honest. So for me, it's a skip. I swear to God, guys, I swear to God, I never watch Adventure Times. I never. This one is a collab with Shiglam and Adventure Times, and remember, there will be a collab between Lethal Cosmetics and Adventure Times. So this is kind of interesting. This is already out though. We do have several products in that. If you purchase the whole thing, like the PR package, whatever it is, we do have 4 lip glosses, we do have a highlighter, we do have a blush duo. We have a lip mask, a powder, like a regular white powder. We do have a sponge, an eyeshadow palette, and then the purse you see in the picture is separately. It's not in the pack, which I hate. I'm not sure why they do that, but probably because people are like, listen, we don't need a purse every time we do a collab. Probably. Did I purchase that? Yes, I did. Will you see that on my channel? Yes, you will. Is there a cap I'm probably rocking in that video? Yeah, sure am. So again, I did purchase that. It was looking so good. I'm not sorry. Listen, I'm not sorry. Did I need it? Again, I'm not a fan of Adventure Times. I never watched the series. Maybe I should. But again, I do think the eyeshadow palette was a little bit more colorful. I did enjoy that. So I'm like, that is kind of cute. The only thing I'm probably not enjoying is like the regular white powder. I'm like, yeah, listen, it's a white powder. There is an imprint which probably will go away after one use, which again, had that already with the Rick and Morty collab. The lip glosses did look amazing, so I was like, yes. And the highlighter was also kind of interesting. And then the blush, the lip mask. Listen, it was cheaper to buy all than to just purchase a few things. So yeah, this one will be there. And yes, I purchased the pouch. Yeah. I'm excited about it though. And again, we are back into the Asian Beauty blurring lipstick, lip product thing. This is by CoverGirl, and these ones are their Clean Fresh Yummy Blur lipsticks. As you can tell, we do have 8 shades, if I'm not mistaken. They are $11.99, and to be honest, I don't think these colors look bad at all. I think like at least 2 or 3 colors would be really nice. Do I need them? No. I do have tons of blurring lip products. Again, I do have all the collections from Kaleidos, so I'm not like, listen, needing these. Just saying. But I see like if you are like on that trend and you're like, listen, I need a good like lippy that is blurring. I do like that. I do like a matte. That could be great for you. Again, for me, this is a skip just because I do have these. And the last product for this week will be by Atelier and their newest cushion foundation. This time it's an orange one, which, I mean, why not? This is the Mask Fit AI Filter Cushion. Why? I don't know. This is 15 shades, which again, if you remember, the red one had like 30, 40 something shades. They did do more shades for that. This is the AA filter like blurring coverage. We have a lasting 72 hours, which I'm hoping you're not wearing your foundation for that long of a day. They did like 3 days. Who tested that? Just saying. It's anti-darkness formula, which I mean, sure, why not? Listen, 13N is way too I had that in the tier 2, the other one. I think they need deeper shades. Also, this is not deep at all. We don't have really deep shades. The deepest one is 29, which is like 10. Listen. And 15N is not light enough. I did try that before with the red one, which that was a miss. So for me, this is a skip, just because the color selection is not like on par. Again, I do need a 10N probably. And the red one is deepening, like this is darkening, that's oxidizing. So I'm not sure if this one is as well, but if it is, then I definitely need the 10. So for me, this is a skip because of color selection. These were all the new makeup releases for this week. I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you do, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I would love to have you in my small little YouTube family. Also, which of these releases would you be interested in seeing on my channel except the Shiglam again? I did order that already, and we don't need to talk about that more because when it comes, I will definitely put that on my display. I do have to say, Shiglam is one of the only brands that does great like packaging around these products. So for me, it's like I do like the PR kind of vibe because I don't get PR. So that is kind of like something you're like sitting here, I'm like, Nikki, do you really need that? No, I don't. But on the other hand, I do have to say, I did try the Rick and Morty palette and I was like, this is nice. It's a little bit more of a sheer formula. And then I've tried again the Powerpuff Girls, and then I've tried also the Harry Potter, and both of these collections were amazing. Quality wise, really, really great. So I'm hoping that the Adventure Time palette will be also like better quality than Rick and Morty. We will see if it comes. We will talk about it. I hope you will be excited about this. If you are, write it down in the comments. And yeah, I wish you a beautiful week and we see us in my next video. So bye guys.